Hello all and welcome to a beer comparison review tonight. And like I said in the last video, we will be comparing regular Guinness Draft, sorry, regular Guinness Draft versus Guinness Draft non-alcoholic. So this one was a gift from my dad. I did the review of it and I noted that it kind of tasted different, and I popped open one of the cans of Guinness Draught after, and yeah, I confirmed that it does taste different. But it's going to be interesting to see the difference while they're next to each other and while they're a bit closer to correct temperature for a nitrogenated Irish dry stout. Now, interestingly, these both have serving facts, so you can kind of compare. So they're basically the same, only one's had the alcohol removed. Serving size is 12 ounces. Servings per container, 1.25. Come on, nobody drinks 1.25 of these. Interestingly, non-alcoholic, 60 calories. Alcoholic, 125 calories. Goes to show you how dense, calorically dense alcohol is. Carbohydrates, 13.5 in the non-alcoholic. Carbohydrates, 8.4 grams in the alcoholic. Zero fat, same amount of protein. So the big difference is calories and carbohydrates. This has more carbohydrates, less calories. This has more calories, less carbohydrates. Not too much alcohol. Guinness Draught counts as a light beer. It is only 4.1 ABV. So I'm going to guess that due to the higher carbohydrate level in this, that part of the process of making this non-alcoholic beer includes ending the fermentation process a bit early. It also probably explains why I thought it tasted sweeter than the regular alcoholic version of Guinness. So without much further ado, we're going to be pouring this out. And I know it's going to be warm, so it might be a little bit messy here. But that's okay. My room is a mess. My desk looks like something that was rescued from the garbage, because it was. Okay, I'm going to try to pour these out at the same time to go and let you see the difference here. And I'm sorry I don't have two similarly shaped glasses. Okay. And we're going to try to do this the way they're supposed to be done, which is you kind of top pour it as vigorously as possible. And you can kind of see the difference here a little bit. Well, maybe not. I can't see it in the video. But the foam is, it's settling much slower in the alcoholic version. And it displays more of that downward fashion, that, the turbulence from the foam. Yeah. Roughly poured out about the same height of nitrogenated foam. Coloration-wise, about the same. Where the light gets through, about amber ruby. I have to say, though, I don't know if it shows up here, but it looks like the non-alcoholic is just a shade darker in the head. That might just be because it's a bit more thick due to being concentrated in a more narrow glass. Okay, now for the nosing. Non-alcoholic first. Sweet, kind of milk chocolate notes, strong milk chocolate notes. Herbaceousness, and again, that odd, almost like spearmint note, without the actual mint. Okay, on to the alcoholic one. Because of the wider nose and higher level, closer to the edge of the glass, I'm not collecting the bouquet as well. But definitely not as sweet smelling. You get more of the dark malts there, so there's more of a roasted character to the nosing there. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna move the camera back up now. Just realized I probably should have put on nicer shorts rather than my most beat up shorts. But you know, it's hot as hell. And as you know, I have no AC. My fan is on. That's the noise we're hearing in the background right now. Yeah. Yeah. So let's go to tasting now. And I just realized I don't have my water. I'm so hopeless. I never prepare enough. Yes. A real professional YouTuber would have quick cut that, but I'm not going to because why? It was literally 2 seconds worth of footage. Okay, onto the non-alcoholic. Yep, chocolatey, very thin mouthfeel. That odd, slightly evocative of spearmint note without the mint. The roast malt character is pretty minimal, kind of there in the mids to finish. All in all, not bad tasting. The only thing that's slightly off-putting is the extreme thinness of the body. But other than that, notable for having none of the taste giveaways that other non-alcoholic beers have. Okay, on to the alcoholic one now. Mm. Thicker mouthfeel, much more rich taste presence, especially up front. More apparent bitterness from both hops and dark malts. Not very complex. You got the dark malts, got the hops. Definitely has a lot more roast character. And, you know, pretty lasting hop bitterness on the palate in the finish. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Side by side, there's no way you're going to be able to mistake the two, which makes it kind of interesting for me because so many other reviews of this non-alcoholic says it's as close as it can get to the original Guinness Draught. I'd have to say, while it's not bad, it's not it's not very evocative of the actual one. It's just too light in flavor, light in body, light in hopping. Which makes me wonder. Anyone knows the dating? Yeah, it's just a numeric code, so it's not a one that you can go and look up. Okay, on to the alcoholic one. Kind of makes me wish I had a nice thick hearty beef stew right now to go with this. Yeah. Yeah, if you put these side by side and you blindfolded me so I couldn't even look at them, I would have no trouble discerning it. Um, yeah. Kind of run out of things to say. As I've noted before, Irish dry stouts aren't really my. They're not a style I seek out all that much. When I'm looking for simple beers, I usually go towards other styles. I understand why this is popular, uh, particularly in colder climates, I would guess. So, Guinness non-alcoholic, when you put them side by side, yeah, there's no way you're going to be able to not discern the difference. Even if you aren't a super taster, I still think you'd be able to tell the difference in between the two in a blind test. That said, the non-alcoholic isn't that bad. If if you don't like the taste of you know boiled grain, boiled vegetables, molasses that comes with nearly every non-alcoholic beer, you'd probably like this one because it doesn't have that. It has something different. I'm for the life of me, I can't tell you why it has that kind of weird, slightly spearminty flavor to it. But yeah, now that I think about it, this non-alcoholic tastes closer to Murphy's than it does to Guinness, solely because Murphy's is sweeter in its regular rendition. So, you know, I'd more likely to confuse it with Murphy's than Guinness. And yeah, I guess that's it, folks. Give this a shot, either of them, if that's your cup of tea. Once I finish this 4-pack, I'm probably not going to have Guinness again, Guinness Draft or Guinness Stout again, unless I have like some sort of Irish food, and not corned beef. Corned beef. I find Irish Reds go better with corned beef, but if I have like Irish stew, 100% going with Guinness Draft or Stout. And that, folks, is your beer comparison review for this afternoon. Cheers.